It's another update on the drag bike. So I've started getting a lot of it prepped this week. I got my engine fixture finalised. I got the lower frame rail holding fixture sorted. So that's all now done, ready, and all clamped down, ready to rock. I've got the lower rails all bent up and situated now. Still a little bit of work to do on fitting up the top rails, just a little bit of fettling to make them fit 100% perfect. I've got all the axle plates situated for it, and as I say, I am going to be running a Sportster engine in this, which should be fun. I have sorted out some upgrades for it, so it is going to be a damn sight more powerful than most street going Sportsters. Okay, my fuel of choice for the bike is going to be a methanol mix. I'm going to be running 20% methanol with normal pump gas, as per to conform to some of the regulations for the competition class for this bike. I've got all the lower frame rail situated. With this, I've ended up pushing the engine back 4 inches from where the stock position is. It's got 38.5 degrees of rake on the neck, and the axle plates are 12 inches further back from where stock wheel would be. I'm also running a 17-inch wheel on it as well. So once it's all done and the way I've got it set up, it should have about 2.5 to 3 inches of ground clearance, depending on how I set the forks. If everything's level, it'll be about 2.5 inches of ground clearance. Because my minimum ground clearance for the class is 2 inches, which is tested at the end of every run. So I need to make sure that I'm well in that range. But other than that, there's still a lot to do. Like I say, I've got all the lower frame rails done. I've also got the rear motor mounts sorted. So that's ready to make the cross brace that goes between it and the upright, so I can do my top tubes. It is going to be a twin backboned frame with a little small 2.5 litre, 3 litre fuel tank in between the frame rails. Down at the front is going to be the oil tank for it, and then with how wide it is, I've got ample room in between it and plenty of clearance once the wheel's on to fit my battery and the ignition module and pretty much anything else I need. We'll be running all AN fittings on everything, little set of clip-ons on it, and for now I'm going to be running a stock set of sporty forks with upgraded internals. Okay, the rear wheel is going to be a 17x6 Softail wheel, and that gives me the use of putting a Shinko hookup on it, which is a 200x17 tyre. So that'll be a nice sticky compound tyre, but that's why the frame rails are so wide at the back, and I just decided to follow it all the way through the frame to make it flow nicely and a bit easier for me to do, instead of having to work out daft bends for the bottom rails to try and keep it stock sporty width. It was just easier doing full flat rails, and in all fairness, I think it looks a lot nicer as well. But like I said, this is just a quick little update. I'm hoping to get more done next week in a couple of evenings. I'm hoping to get some more progress done on it next week, and I will try and remember my camera, because I didn't get any footage of me bending the tubes up for this one, because me being a dumbass left my camera at home and didn't bring it to work with me. So I'm going to try and document more of it, but again, I am still new to doing all this, so bear with me, I'm getting there. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to crack on, get some more bits done throughout next week and over the weekend, and try and design a few more parts, and we'll go from there with it, and hopefully film it and get some good footage of actually making the parts. That's pretty much all I can do on it for today, but next week I'm going to try and get more progress done. I'm going to try and get the cross member done, as well as the seat post, and start on the backbone tubes and get them all situated, and hopefully remember to bring my camera so that I can film it for you guys, and then you get to see the fun progress and what actually goes into building a frame. the stuff that you don't see on TV. So it's going to be a fun one. So I'll catch you all on the flip side.